Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to Grounded, where today we're picking up our playthrough where we left off. Now, at the end of the last video, we had a couple of different quests that I was trying to finish out, a couple of different burgle quests. One of them was frying up 5 pieces of meat. I've gone down and done that. I also had to fight off, I think it was actually only 3 pieces, no, it was 5 pieces of meat, 5 gnats that I had to kill. I did that, okay? I made sure I went out and did that, because standing by that bright light and trying to record for you guys, I looked at it at the end of the video, it looked like crap, so I removed that. But anyway, guys, welcome back to Nostalgic November, or November's Nostalgia, or whatever the heck I'm calling this. I don't even remember anymore, even though it's November 1st. But anyway, here we go. We're getting back in. We're playing a little bit more Grounded. We're going to be continuing on working on those burgle quests today, and as the burgle quests progress, that's how we're going to be progressing the story. This is a completely different way of playing Grounded than what I would normally do, so I thought it'd just be a little bit more fun to do it that way. So let's get in over here. Let's find a couple more quests that we need. It still wants me to build a lean-to, but it can sucketh right now. All right, let me see. What do we got? Burgle quests. Oh, I need to build a trail marker. That's right. All right, let's refill quests here. Craft 5 smoothies and craft a weevil shield. Okay. Well, I needed a weevil shield anywho to help me with blocking anyway, so we're going to need to order one of those up no matter what. Also, for building a marker, trail marker, there you be. It's done. All right, trailblazer done. Now, crafting smoothies. Smoothie crafting. I think I need to research. Yes, an acorn top. It's coming back to me, guys. It's coming back. As I play, little tidbits are coming back to me. And yeah, so it's getting smoothies. Oh man, smoothies, that brings up another good story. We'll talk about that here in a second. But anyway, getting the smoothie maker, researching acorn top, stuff like that, you know, it's just that progression that after playing over 2,000 hours of the game, you tend to try to remember things as you're going through, and things that you've done in the past that come back to you. Kitty! My cat just jumped up right next to me and is now staring out the window, and hopefully doesn't jump on top of my computer and turn it off like he did yesterday. Anywho, let's research this guy really quick. And there it is. Smoothie station. Very good. I can also make soothing syrup. All right, so I know I'm going to need some sprigs. I'm probably also going to need some rope and some sap probably, but let's get the blueprint down for it nonetheless. The smoothie station. Actually, I think I have everything already, which is going to be wonderful. You guys remember, like, the mixed goop smoothies that we could make in the past? See, now it's algae and mushrooms, but you used to be able to make smoothies out of literally anything. I used to go through and have, like, a bunch of sap collectors and used to just make sap smoothies over and over and over again. Hello. Hello. You can't see him because the camera's set to be a little dark, but here he is. Anyway, all right, so smoothies wise, I remember when we were playing this originally, you were getting like the crappiest of crap to make smoothies, and you were making as many as you could because you used to be able to spam drinking smoothies. Nowadays, you can't spam drink smoothies anymore to mass heal yourself really, really fast, which is actually kind of a bummer. You used to be able to do that, and that was awesome. It made fighting things so much easier. You are a good kitty, but you're not gonna go over there and lay on things. Anyway, so my little story about smoothies, right? I remember when I was playing the game originally, I did not put stock in smoothies at all. And what I mean by that, not that I did not drink them, it's just I did not use the buffs from smoothies at all. I was like, nah, I don't need those. I'm too elite. I'm too good. You don't need buffs for smoothies. Until the game came back and kicked me right in the pants and showed me about how much of an idiot that I was being. Because let me tell you guys the bonuses of smoothies. Sometimes you need some more health. Sometimes you need to heal yourself from poison immediately. You ever gone through and tried to fight the infected broodmother before? Yeah, it's not fun. How about fighting the wasp queen on low mode? It's not fun. So little things like that, they tend to help you out and, you know, can make it so you don't die. Hey, speaking of about to die, I need water badly. Because Good Hoops is about to die. Is that oh, that's that good underground water. That's that secret water that's underground somewhere where you can't get to it. That's what that is. That's that secret water. Okay. Speaking of secret water, I should be able to go right through here if I...
It's too sticky. Thirst emergency.
Oh, drink or die. That's good. All right, so here we go. We got some water right on this one. Wah! Once again. What? Come on, Stamina. You can do it. We're doing this so you can get water. There we go. All righty then. Here we go. Let's get this one too. Oh, good. It fell right into this puddle of nasty water. You hate to see it. All right. Can I? Nope, I can't. Oh, well. Going on. All right, so we need to craft 5 smoothies. I also need to craft a Weevil shield, which means I need to destroy some more Weevils. Not that tricky. But, actually, do I even have the blueprint to craft a Weevil shield? No, I don't, because I never researched Weevil meat, so I haven't gotten that yet. Let's see here. Do I have a Weevil meat on me? I have gnat meat. This isn't exactly what I want, but I have gnat meat. Okay, and then I guess we'll research a smoothie piece. And then I think if I do the grub leather, it could also give me the shield. No, it did not. But while we're at it, no, I can't do that. I gotta wait for it to recharge. Let's go hunt weevils. I also should probably craft a torch. But big surprise here, guys. I can't be bothered. It's not that dark, right? I mean, it's not that dark. Oops isn't afraid of the dark. Right? Right? Honestly, this level of darkness in the game, I'm not so worried about. You guys, if you've been around the channel for any sort of time, you'll know that I'm not a huge fan of nighttime in games. I think that nighttime in games is kind of boring, and for those of you who've been around for a while, you guys will know that one of my most asked for things in the game, and before we get into this, I know what some of you are going to say, so hold on, I have a rebuttal for it. But one of my most asked for things in the game was always something to be different at night, more events for there to be a reason to go out at night in this game. And I know what some of you are going to say. Well, Sim, there's fireflies, and the wolf spiders walk around at night. Really? Guys, look. I like the fireflies as much as the next guy. Sure, they make really cool lamps. But at the end of the day, they make a cool headlamp. But is that really a reason to go out at night over and over and over and over and over again? You know what I mean? And then fighting wolf spiders, I can go fight wolf spiders at any time during the day. In fact, I find it better if I can sneak up on them to get a couple hits in before they get to hit me. So why would I not wait till daytime to go fight them? You know what I mean? So what is the actual reason for going out at night? There's nothing in the story to keep me going out at night. There's no specialty bugs that are going to give me better armor or anything like that. That was one of my biggest gripes with this, was always like, oh man, I wish that I had an actual reason to be going out and exploring at night. Seeing how we're on that topic, we'll talk about a couple other things. I guess we'll put that as today's topic for today's video, actually, is things that I wished would have came to Grounded. One is that. 2, this is going to be another one that a lot of people are going to be like, Sim, of course, duh, everybody wanted that. And it's weather. And I'm not saying I wanted to see rain. I didn't want to see rain. Rain would have been cool. Even fog would have been neat. But that's not stuff that I needed, right? What I wanted to see was a difference in the backdrop of the game, right? If you're somebody like me and you've played the game as much as I have or more, because I've seen some people out there who have like 3,000-4,000 days on one map, and that is amazing. Kudos to you if that is you. Congratulations. That is a commitment, right? But at the end of the day, what I mean is like clouds in the sky, right? Let me get a cloud or two. Let me make it so it's overcast one day instead of just sunny blue sky, right? Give me just a little something. I'm not asking for rain because rain's really hard in games like this. If you guys have played Small Land at all, you guys will know that rain's kind of a pain in the butt in Small Land. It could kill you really easy. So honestly, like, I don't need rain. Fog would have been kind of neat. They already have the idea at nighttime. Sometimes it gets to be a little foggy. But, you know, honestly, to me, if I would have gotten clouds in the sky, right? Or you see how it's a little foggy right now? If it was like this all day, that's it. Just randomly, maybe every 7 days, it's just like this all day. That'd be great. I never asked for anything amazing. It was just a little something, a little something extra, a little something different is what I was looking for. But at the end of the day, I'm not the game devs. I know that they were falling in line with making sure that this thing could be played on the 360, or was it Xbox? I think it was the original Xbox One. I think is what their deciding factor was. They had to keep it able to be played on the original Xbox One, which made it so they had some significant drawbacks for what they could and could not make in the game. They had a certain amount of memory and stuff like that that they had to follow by. But at the end of the day, is what it is. I still enjoyed the game. I wish that would have been there. So that's number one, is some sort of, any sort of different weather. Any sort, right? Okay. Number two. Number two is obviously what I talked about before. A reason to go out at night, right? You could have, the moths, you wake them up. They could fly around at night, but you wake them up during the day. You don't need those to be at night. Spiders, they walk around during the day anyway. They kind of don't care what time of the day it is. They still come out and they get you. Fireflies, a hat and a lamp. Cool. Could have been more, right? Could have been more. But still, once again, not that bad. So all in all, just more stuff like that gives you a reason to go out at night. That would have been really, really cool. Okay, what else? What else may you guys ask? What else is on Sir Sim-Alot's ask list? This one is a debated topic in the community for sure. At least it was back when the game was being developed and stuff. That a lot of people were like, nah, you don't need that. Or don't you think that might change the game around too much and stuff like that? Going in the house was one of the things, or even the shed, or even just parts of it, right? Being a avid fan of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when I was younger, I loved those movies. And that's one of the big draws to this game for me was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Being able to go inside of the shed or the house, I know we get a little bit of that by being able to go under the shed or in the brawny bin, or, you know, going in the sandbox or going on top of the picnic table, right? But what I really, really wanted was to actually be able to enter into the house and stuff. The two things in the yard that have remained in the same spots and unchanged in their look since the day the game launched, besides for some things that get added during holidays, is the shed and the house. And now, yes, when you remix, does the house change colors? Yes, the house does change colors when you remix. But those have stayed there. Those have been static in the yard this whole time. And I would have loved if... Oop, I need more fiber. I would have loved if we were able to actually go into one of them, even if it was only a small little area in them or something like that. Now, I know that there's always the chance of Grounded 2, that there's always the chance of them doing something different, adding... I don't think that they're ever going to... They said that they're never going to add a paid DLC to the game, so that's not something that we can look forward to. But, you know, it's little stuff like that that maybe in the future we might get something like that. That'd be pretty cool. getting an actual a house added to the game, I think would be where we could go in and explore. That's something that I wish was in the game, along with actually going in the shed. I know that at some point, thanks to our great friend Jade and some other people, they were going through and showing off what the inside of the shed could have actually looked like, stacked up with a whole bunch of stuff. All of that. You know, that would have been really cool. Being able to explore that, really get that I'm tiny feeling. Yes, being around blades of grass and ants and stuff doesn't give you that I'm tiny feeling. Absolutely. Absolutely. But still, I think that it would have been cool. Travel Gulch, build a storage chest, and kill some red soldier ants. Red soldier ants. Ooh. No armor, red soldier ants. EB. So yeah, that's number 3. Okay. So being able to do that. Number 3, going in and actually, being able to go inside the house, being able to go inside, the shed, stuff like that. I also wanted there to be more varieties of bosses. And we had a chance to get some of that. Like, for instance, they talked about adding the lizard in there. I always thought that having like a specific boss for the sandbox would have been cool. I know that the infected broodmother is over by the sandbox, and technically the the whatchamacallit is over here as well. Gotta heal. There it is. Orb Weaver taken out. Tiny little red soldier ant, bro. Please go away. I do not have time for you right now. Now there's 2 of you. Okay, so yeah, talking about bosses, right? I wish that there was more bosses in the game. They did us good by adding in the Wasp's Queen. They did us good by adding in... Don't worry about me dying. I don't care. They did us good by adding in the Wasp Queen, the Infected Broodmother, Director Schmechter, the Mant, all that. They give us a lot of bosses. But... And then, yes, we also got the addition of New Game Plus, which changed around the bosses, made them more difficult. That was a great way to wrap up Grounded, I think, is adding in New Game Plus. I think that was great. But I wish that there was, like, some more dedicated bosses and stuff like that to some of them. Like, for instance, a dedicated boss in the sandbox. Kind of like you have the Termite King. He's the dedicated boss of the Termite Mound. You don't really fight the Ant Queens. You just poison them or talk to them and give them food. So that kind of counts, I guess. But yeah, so that's at least that, you know, just a little bit extra. And then finally, guys, is I know some of you are probably thinking, we'll before we get to my final point, we'll add in some extra ones that I've heard from the community in the past: painting walls, painting floors, things like that. Digging was something that people wanted to add into the game, like actual terraforming. They wanted to put that into the game at some point. What was another one? Additional pets, riding pets. People wanted them to add riding in there. I never really was into taming and riding the bugs in the game and stuff. That just wasn't me. I did it in Small Land and was like, this feels weird. I don't know. I get it. Make it a lot like Ark. I get it. But I just don't think that it was really there. The idea was really there. So, nah, that really wasn't me. But anyway, my final thing that I would have liked to get added to Grounded, guys, was to finish out some of the armor sets. I feel like some of the bugs kind of got a little gypped. For instance, the Ladybird Beetles. We got a Ladybird Beetle shield. We have Ladybug armor. Where's the Ladybird armor? That's the thing that I wanted as soon as I saw the Ladybirds get added, because my favorite looking set in the game, and we'll talk more about my favorite sets and things like that in another video, but my favorite looking set in the game has always been the ladybug armor since day one. It's very knight-like. You guys know me. Look at the channel's art and stuff. I really, really like medieval knights. That's in the name, Sir Sim, like, you know, knighted, right? So when I saw that we were getting ladybird beetles and it was a black and orange version of the ladybug, right? I was like, how amazing would it be? Can you just do anything, Hoops? Thank you. I need to turn Parry Master on is what I need to do. How awesome would it look if you had that armor set on? A stronger version of the ladybug armor. Now, I know you can upgrade ladybug armor using the smithing station now. You go grab all the different marbles and stuff like that and upgrade the armor and blah, 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 blah. I get it, right? But still, that armor set would look awesome. It would. It would just look amazing. So I was just really bummed out that that never came to the game. I think that that would have been really, really cool. Having that armor set in the game. We did get one for the wasps. We got a bunch of different weaponry and stuff get added to the game. I would have liked to see assault staff at some point. I think that that would have been cool, but yeah. So yeah, it's just the ladybird armor is my last thing that I really, really wanted to see come to the game, and that we just didn't. Yeah, heck, we even got a koi armor, right? You just go around and pick up koi bones and scales off the ground, and you got an armor piece there, right? But we did not end up getting an actual set for the ladybird, which bummed me out. But 'tis what it is. Hindsight's 20/20, right? Now, the last subject that I'm going to talk through in this video, which we'll probably talk about more later on, because like I said, guys, remember, this is nostalgia. This is going back in time and talking about the updates and talking about, you know, where I was at those times and stuff like that. One of the last things I wanted to talk about during this series, which we'll bring up more and we'll probably dabble into a little bit before the end of the series, is the item in the game, or the addition to the game that I have touched the absolute least. And I'm sure some of you are probably already can call it out just by looking at the videos on the channel or watching what I've done in the past and all that, is playgrounds. I haven't done anything with the playgrounds, honestly, guys. I really haven't. The playgrounds were never something that was interesting to me, honestly. I am an explorer, an adventurer, and a survivor in games. I like simulation games. Sorry, Sim-Alot, simulation. And to me, building games never really piqued my interest. So actually, like, building maps and stuff like that, I did try, and I had spent like 3-4 hours one day working on building a map. And I had some friends of mine come in and they looked at my progress that I made in like 3-4 hours and they're like, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is crap. And I'm like, oh, well, dang it, but thank you for the feedback, right? Thank you for being honest, because, you know, I was going to make a video on it. Like,
there's another aphid.
Check out the map that I made. Look how amazing it is. It was garbage. It was garbage. And then, you know, I was like, okay, well, you know, let's see what other people are making. And my friends were absolutely correct. What I had made was trashy McTrash trash and no fun. And they're like, look, you spent all this time on this. Good job spending your time on it, but it's going to take you too much time to come together with the idea that you want. And at the time, I just didn't have the time. And even now, I don't really have the time to really learn playgrounds on how to build things. I'll probably play a lot of people's playgrounds by the end of the series. But yeah, it's just not something that you're really going to see me do. I need to make a hammer so I can just break these. I was sitting here looking around for acorn shells this whole time. Yeah, I just have to make a hammer. It's silly that I haven't done that yet. But yeah, so that's probably the feature that I've touched the least amount in this game. If out of anything in the game. Because, I mean, I've done remixing up to level 6. I've done modding. I've done, which you guys have never seen the modding that I've done because it was all like testing stuff out and seeing if it would work for videos and stuff like that. And if you guys want me to look at some of the mods for Grounded and make some videos on it, just let me know down in the comments. I'll mention it in an earlier part of the video because not a lot of people watch all the way to the end of the videos like most people that are here watching this right now. But if mods are something you guys want to see on the channel and see me do, like actually do videos on them, I'll do that for Nostalgia Week because that kind of plays into what Grounded's nostalgia was for me, because Grounded's nostalgia wasn't always just playing Grounded, it was exploring Grounded. That was my channel, right? My channel was where you went if you wanted to find out what was new, what was being developed, what was coming. You know, that's where my channel came from, where I grew and how I built the community around. This was supposed to be an acorn, not rocks. What am I doing? But anyway, you know, finding all the different hidden things. So I think that'd be fun to kind of do nostalgic exploring of playgrounds and also looking at mods, because at the end of the day, we're probably going to get a 15-part series altogether on this. Just being honest with you guys, maybe about 15 parts for me to finish out this playthrough. So, but I don't know, it's still going to be a lot of fun. So I think adding in a couple different small side episodes where I check out mods or I check out people's playgrounds and stuff like that could still be pretty fun. What am I missing over here? I can still grab 2 more. Let me refill these. Bird bath and beyond. Raise the banner at the bird bath and craft a canteen. Okay. We're starting to get into the stuff where I'm going to have to start exploring some of the other areas. So I think I'm going to try to craft my canteen. Can I craft the canteen? I don't think I actually can. I can. I need crude rope. Okay, so we'll finish out with crafting the canteen. But yeah, so the next episode, guys, what we're looking to is going to be going into the hedge. And with that, what we'll probably talk about a lot is the hedge and the changes that have happened to the hedge, fighting the original broodmother, which if you know, you know. If you don't, you'll know more about it in the next one. But yeah, the hedge is probably one of the places that have gone through like the most significant changes or the most changes. But say the most changes out of anything else in the game. But anyway... so, guys, I think that with making this here... that's soothing syrup. That's the canteen. There we go. All right, so with making that there, guys, that is quite a few different quests for the Bergs here in this episode. So, I think that I'm going to be leaving this one here. So, thank you, everybody, so much for watching this one. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Also, if you guys could, make sure you leave me a comment down below if you guys are enjoying Grounded, and if you guys want to see me do anything else like mods, exploring things, talking about things that were being developed that never came to the game, because there are some things like Pawn Striders and such. We can talk more about those. Probably will anyway, but let me know down in the comments what you guys want me to talk about, and also if you haven't already, subscribe today. And as always, guys, I'll see all of you in the next one.